the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Come on, back.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Falk. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
On 1st and 10, Falk. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. David Ojabo running in to take him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Adams the man in motion right. After the sack on first down, Falk. And his throw here is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Falk. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. It's taken to the 26. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, And it's 9/10 of this game, too, having the football counts.
You're so litigious. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Fielded just inside the 20. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Play action. It's Falk. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Here's Falk. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly.
And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Jackson. Complete to Wheaton. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
The play fake, now Falk. Steps away. His throw incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. To throw, Falk. And that will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
31 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
No, we changed it. 13.
Play action. Now Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing right, and that's complete. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Falk looks to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards. It's Falk out of the gun. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL started. Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now here's Falk. He gets this to Davante Adams. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Raiders are back within a score. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Yeah. Hey, middle.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On first down, it's Falk. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the shotgun, here's Falk. The left side throw complete to Adams.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
Touchdown! Davante Adams. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jackson on first down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
That's complete left side to Bateman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. CeeDee Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And some room to roam now. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They go play action with Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. Defensive front, last level being the second. Times we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 and brings up 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll try and throw for it here. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They'll roll him out right. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Falk. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Raiders. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead here this third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken way up at the 25. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Falk. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes you just try to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Falk now, a first down throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Falk buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to...
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. So that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick-6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle. So who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now Falk. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Raider first down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Raiders
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. On 1st and 10, Falk.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
To throw, Falk. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown of his NFL debut.
And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25.
Okay, ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Bilal Nichols in there to take him down.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb.
And this is caught. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
On first down, it's Webb, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Webb. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Ravens start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's Falk. And he'll find Moreau here.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Falk. That's caught by Waller out left side.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. first down, it's Falk. And my goodness, another interception. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
On first down, it's Webb. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Man, 220 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Webb. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now Jackson on first down. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A CD always a little